Yes! Yes, this is awesome. Yes! Oh, favorite song of all time by far. Yes. Great. Okay, this is Oriel Kaplan with the third edition of Metorahca, which is Torah commentary with metal. That song was Walk by Pantera, the greatest, I'd say, groove metal. It's definitely not thrash metal. And it's off of their 6th studio album, Vulgar Display of Power, released February 25th, 1992. I believe that was still during the Marty Friedman era, epoch, if you will, of Megadeth. So I am very happy we played that. And all of those were my favorite albums in no particular order. Now, this week is Parasha Lech Lecha, which deals with Avraham and his covenant with God. So it says, Vayi Avram. At this point, Avraham is Avram, and we'll understand that later. Vayi Avram ben Tishim Shana v'Tisha Shanim v'Yara Adonai El Avram Vayomer Elav Ani El Shaddai Hitalek Lifanai V'Yi Tamim. Okay, so let's translate that. This is very important. When Abram, it's such a funny way, it's a funny name. It's like a 40s metal name. It's like what I would definitely name my son, Abram Kaplan. God, he won't get his butt kicked at school. When Abram was 99 years old, Hashem appeared to Abram and said to him, I am Kel Shaddai. Walk before me and be perfect. Ve'yi tamim. Okay, what does this mean? This is a very important thing. Now, God is telling Avram to be perfect. Now, if it was me, he wouldn't have to say that because I am perfect. But for Avram, who was less than perfect, less than me, he had to say that. So Rashi, okay, well, first of all about Rashi. Should have mentioned this before. I quote Rashi a lot, and it's very simple. It's because he's French. I am also French, and I'm very proud of it, and it's the most important identity I have in the world. What's a Jew? What? Oh, yeah, I'm French and Jewish, but mostly French. And I have 2 French uncles and a French mother. That makes me incredibly French. And Rashi is also French, which makes him the greatest rabbi of all time. Unless there are other French rabbis I don't know of. But I really don't know anything about rabbis at all. I also wonder, did Rashi meet his wife on public transportation? These are questions to ponder, very philosophical questions. I might write a paper about it later. Now, Rashi says on this matter, Mosif ani ot al shimcha vayu minyan otetecha v'ma'atim arba'im ushmonei ki minyan avrecha. Okay, so this means I now will add a letter onto your name. And the total of your letters, the gematria, will be 248. I wish I could count, but I understand words, so I will say them. Which is equal to the number of your body parts. Okay. See, this is where knowledge of physiology would be useful. Except that I hate science, so I'm glad I don't know what they're talking about. So what we get later when Avram becomes Avraham is there's the extra letter of the Hey. The gematria of Hey is 5. And the idea is that Avraham had to master 5 things. Had to master his body so that he would be perfect. Ve'yi tamim. Ve'yi tamim. Yeah. He's perfect. Alright, like me. As an animal, we lack the ability to control ourselves. I mean, I am definitely not one of these people. I am an incredibly moral person. I would definitely help anyone who asked me for help unless they didn't deserve it, which is everyone. Now, the problem is that it's hard to control our desires, and what it means to be holy, to be tamim, to be perfect, is to be able to control our desires. So everything has a holy purpose, and our body is designed for holiness, but it could also be designed for bad. And it's up to us to be able to control ourselves. Yes. So then, this shows the juxtaposition. That's another great word, probably one of my top 5 favorite words of all time in no particular order, of why Avraham then is commanded with a circumcision. Yes. Okay, this is a very tough topic for me because I don't really remember anything, but I feel like I would have remembered my circumcision. I don't want to remember it. Oh, wait, I don't, because I don't remember what happened 3 minutes ago. Anyway, so with the circumcision, with the Brit, with the covenant of God, we symbolize our desire from 8 days old, which is when we're supposed to circumcise Jewish males, that we are on a mission of holiness our whole life, from birth until death. And then you get a problem, because right after that is when the story of Sarah comes about. And it says, Vayomer Elohim el Avraham, see it's Avraham now, Vayomer Elohim el Avraham Sarai, her name was Sarai at this point, Ishtecha lo tikra et Shema Sarai ki Sarah. So now she becomes Sarah. In one line she did that. Oh, to finish the pasuk. Shema. Yeah. And God said to Abraham, as for Sarai, your wife, do not call her name Sarai, for Sarai is her name. Sarah is her name. Yeah. Sorry about that. Lost my train of thought. Okay, so the same thing happened with Sarah that it did with Avraham, which is that they got a hey in their name. The hey has the added significance of being part of the godly game, the tetragrammaton, the yud k and the vav and the k. These are very important letters. There's a lot to do with that. A lot to do with Aristotelian essence. God, I love that stuff. Talk to me later. So, but then there's a problem. Then after that, there's no circumcision for a woman. How come she doesn't have to do anything like that? It was very, very difficult for me. I still struggle with that memory that I don't have anymore because I can't remember things. But, and I grudgingly have to admit this, because it goes against every philosophical bone in my body, since every philosopher is a male, but this shows the supreme dominance of the woman over everything, like my life, because I have been completely emasculated by everybody. The idea is that both men and women, of course, noobs, are commanded to be tamim. We both have to be perfect. But only Avraham needed this physical reminder of being tamim. There's something apparently innate about women which makes their yetzer hara, it makes it easier for them to deal with their yetzer hara, so that they do not actually need a circumcision. This is why there are so many that men have more mitzvot than women, because women apparently don't need them. I mean, even though most of my favorite philosophers are men, this apparently isn't enough to make men more awesome than women. No, in fact, women are apparently more awesome than men. God, this is hard to admit, because everyone I like is a metal philosophy. They're all men, but women here have been the superior ones throughout this whole time. I hate to admit this, but they are. Makes me want to play bass until I cry. Wait, maybe this explains why all metal bands have long hair to look like women. Okay, anyway. That was really emasculating. Oh, man. Alright, now I'm going to have to go play some metal to make me feel good. Yes, okay, I feel good again. God, Pantera is so awesome, along with every other metal band out there. Okay, so this was Parasha Lech Lecha, another awesome edition of Metorahca, yes. I am Ariel Kaplan, and we will see you next week with the 4th episode with Parasha Vayera.